Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. Right, we do seem to have fixed the issues from the yesterday's issue, guys, or the last issue is what I was meant to say. It's really weird actually because I had to turn the computer off. I literally turned it off at the plug because just rebooting the computer didn't really seem to fix it for Farming Simulator. I gave it a couple of minutes just unplugged or turned off on the wall socket, and yeah, it's worked ever since. I have been in last night, well, evening-ish, late afternoon. I did get the bales off that field into here, and I also did it while recording, you know, just a little thing just to make sure everything was working, and yeah, it seems to be working a treat now. Right, so what we've got, guys, is we've got to do field 31 today. That's got to be mulched, planted, fertilized, everything. As you can imagine, once again, I am being absolutely plagued with my hay fever, so please bear with me if it goes quiet for a quick second or two. I will do my best to edit those out, but you know, it's well, like I say, I'll do my best to do that. Right, we're over here. We've got no more. Have we run a dry in our dairy again? We are running dry in the dairy again. Wow. Right, so yeah, we've got nothing there we can bring in, but yeah, we have got quite a bit then we need to be doing today. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with taking our dairy products. If we take our dairy products down to the dairy, obviously, we can get that up and running while we work on that field today. That's kind of where we're going to be. We're going to do that. We're going to get in the first one. We're going to put buffalo milk in that one. We're going to come up on there. We're going to do that one there. We're going to put... Is that all we got? 800 litres of milk? That's going to be gone by, like, today. And here we go, we are using our new DEUTZ FAHR tractor. Wow, that is very, very loud. It might just be my headset. Actually, I have my headset on my Apex preset, so yeah. That's probably why it's very loud in my ears. But look at this, 25 miles an hour. We are already moving at a quicker pace. This is one of the reasons originally why I didn't want to sell the car, because the car would also be traveling at like 60-70 mile an hour. We could have run to the dairy so much quicker. Just while we're here, I just want to have a little look in the discount shop. Nope, and oh nope, absolutely of no use to us today. That's a lovely looking field next to us. That'd be a nice field to get a worker on harvesting. We could put a worker on that. Yeah, for some reason, actually, I tell you what I have noticed. My course play isn't working today. It's still activated in the menu. It just doesn't want to seem to work on the button, which is very, very strange. But it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about that. We'll just have to use the in-game AI system today, if we even end up using a system at all. As you can see, this is not taking half as long as it used to be. I just wanted to do this one trip in this tractor once because, well, we haven't used the tractor at all. We are still on 0.0 hours. The sooner we get this bit of milk into here and the buffalo milk into here, we will... yeah. Let's get rid of that. Let's get... there we go. I was on the wrong tanker. I thought I was on the right one. Clearly I was not. And there we go. That is why when I don't crash, it's because my eyes are streaming right now. The pot where I am living today, it's raining. And all the pollen's washed off the trees, it's washed off the roofs, it's basically all on the ground. And my head is just like, whoa. Yeah, like I say, I'm starting to suffer with it yearly, and I do apologise for it, but like I say, I just not There's literally nothing I can do. I had a little hay fever tablet this morning, and I even gave it like nearly an hour to get into my system before I started recording, and it's still done nothing. As you can see though, what I was about to say was this little connector on the bottom of these tankers are absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love it. It just makes moving around so much easier with the milk. Like, you think we put water in these, we can now go and do 2 lots of water at the same time. All because I added a little hitch onto the back like that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And in theory, if we were to take the milk to the dairy, we could put the i4 Williams on the back one. We could technically take all of the dairy and pick the dairy products in one go. It's so nice to just be able to do that. Now, I do have a small issue. My original plan was to drive through this door and through and drive through. Right, okay, we are very lucky. I was about to say my issue could be we don't fit through this door anymore. That is not the case, but there you go. That is us using the DEUTZ FAHR for the very first time. I've just dropped the wrong tanker. Right, we are looking for our mulcher today. We're going to mulch this field up first. So we're going to mulch and seed, basically. That is our plans today. There is our that should still be in mulcher mode as well. Yeah, I want to use the DEUTZ FAHR today, that is for sure. We are... Oh, it doesn't say because we need to unfold. Let's just drive around there. Okay, it doesn't really seem to be telling me what mode we're meant to be in. I'm sure this is the right one. Right, one thing I do just want to say though, guys. Yeah, we are in mulcher mode. I haven't put the sensors on to the DEUTZ FAHR, guys. That is because, well, long story short, actually, I'll tell you what we might do. Is there a contract we can send the Ford off to? Yeah, the reason I haven't done that is... Oh, you'll do. Ploughing contract. Let's go and take that there. Yeah, if I'd have bought the sensors, I wouldn't have had the money to survive the month, basically. And obviously surviving the month with the payment of the tractor and stuff was more important. I do have a couple of pallets down by the dairy. I would like to try and get those at the end of this episode. But if we can get this worker onto this field, get him ploughing automatically, yeah, he'll pay for his own job and his own month's fee. We'll get an extra 10 grand in the bank, which, you know, is going to come in very handy. We may need to buy some fertilizer. I don't think we will, but you never know. You go do what you need to do, and we're going to work on this field today. As I say, this is what we're doing. Yeah, we've got to basically mulch this up. The good thing we've got is, because we're putting canola in, we can get away without having to cultivate it, as long as it doesn't need ploughing. If it needs ploughing now, we're kind of a little bit screwed. But I don't think it does. I need to get a little bit closer to the edge of this field. We are not doing a very good job. Oh, I've got to be honest, guys, right? This is just pulling this lovely. We should have got the DEUTZ FAHR instead of the Ford. The problem is I was doing a lot of work on the Ford mod that I just wanted to use the Ford mod. I have come across a couple of little things that I need to do to the Ford mod as well. I've missed a little bit just there on that corner. Let's just overhang this here like this. So I don't want to keep missing the end bits. Now I normally like to do a bit of a headland before I get into a time lapse, but I'm kind of just missing bits at the moment, which I am. Oh, that's not going to let us do it. No, that's not going to let us multiply this. So I didn't technically miss that. Very strange. But yeah, what we're going to do then, guys, is we're going to get this into a time lapse. We're going to spend the next couple of minutes working on this field, and we're going to try and get as basically as much done as we humanly can in the next couple of minutes. Go, not too shabby, looking good. That is one down. I am just going to take a little shortcut. I really shouldn't go across here, but we can drive across to the carrot field, which is quite handy. Shouldn't do, but we do. Now we have got to just have a little look on the off chance for some solid fertilizer. Now I'm not 100% sure if we've still got some. I am going to have to just look around the farm. Do need the seeder anyway. We're going to put in canola. We do have our fertilizers. Yeah, we should actually. Yeah, we should have some solid fertilizer then. Let's have a look. Spinach, soybean, wheat, barley, canola. There we go. That is what we are looking for. Let's get that into there. Go on. Lovely. 1,300 litres. Now we do just want to top up the seed while we are here, which is just up here. Now I know we're not really getting much rotation in this field. Now it would have been nice to have put something else in this field, because we have done canola in this field every year, but to be honest with you, the canola pays, like, survives our winter kind of thing. It's a nice enough field. We've got a harvester big enough to do it. It's not really the end of the world, to be honest, if we just keep putting canola in this field. It's, yeah, like I say, it's not the end of the world. It's not gonna kill us by doing it. Whoa, that steering wheel sounded very tappy when I went in full lock. And again, I wasn't expected. I was going to go in a straight line, and then I ended up not going in a straight line, and then I ended up banging the steering wheel and away. Yeah. I have started getting an issue with my pedals. I'm having to increase the dead zone on my pedals, my brake pedal especially. It's very weird. I don't know why. Just over the last day or so, while we were having them issues yesterday, I noticed that I was having to increase the dead zone just so that the vehicles were not going in reverse. Now, it wasn't too bad in yesterday's video that I recorded, but last night when I was doing the testing and stuff, I say last night evening-ish time, it was absolutely terrible. I think I'm up to about 4 or 5% now on the dead zone on the brake pedal, and yeah, it's not good. If the brake pedal is constantly thinking it's being pressed. Now we can go up to about 14-15% on Farming Simulator, so The steering wheel has a little bit of life, but I do get some support each month from our YouTube members and the Patreon guys, and I think I might have to start looking at putting this into a new wheel. Just because, you know, I can play the game and then I can record the videos with the controller, but I love to use the steering wheel. I just feel like it's a little bit more realistic, just a little bit easier. I do find it a lot easier to drive the tractor with the steering wheel. Definitely. Right, I am just going to go up here and I'm just going to go and try and catch all these bits along here that I missed. I didn't really want to have to do this bit again, but I did miss quite a bit where it has left me with no choice. There we go. Plus we missed this corner because of how sharp it was. So at least if we do that now, there we go. That should make that a lot easier to do. But we got enough fertilizer on the farm. I would like to get the slurry either used or sold well, whenever we can really, but the problem I've got is we don't have a tanker, and we sure as hell right now do not have the finances to buy one. We could lease one, but then we're leasing a fee while doing a, you know, we could do a fertilizing contract now. We could do a fertilizing contract, and we could use the manure, oh, not the manure, but the slurry to do that. But yeah, it's just slowing us down really. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get this back into another little time lapse, and we're going to get yeah, we're going to get as much of this done as we can. We've got the majority of this field done, which is nice to see. I have missed the odd little bit, and we will go and well, that bit there, we will go and tidy the bits up that I've missed. We've not done a bad job. We are just waiting for the ploughing contract now, really. It does seem to be taking a while, but at least he's earned his payment for the month. Actually, he's earned double the payment nearly. I think the tractor payment is between £4,000 and £5,000 a month, somewhere in between there, and like nearly £10,000 for one contract. But with us now having this new DEUTZ FAHR, we can maybe look at sending the Ford out to work. The Ford is one of the reasons at the moment why we're not making much money. it is taking a lot of money every month. So we have to try and get it out and about. We have to. Now, in the next episode, guys, we are probably going to be looking at rolling this field because we will still be in August. And if we have time, depending on what we get done in that episode, I'd like to try and do a couple of contracts if we can. In September, we are going to be looking at maybe doing our grass field. We've not cut the grass on our new field since getting it. Do need to double check the animal feeds, the animal waters, things like that. Yeah, so we got little bits that we have to get done in the next episode. I said little bits. We've got a lot of little things we need to do. We're gonna have to feed the cows. We're gonna have to get the sheep some water. You know what I mean? All these little niggly jobs that we're all gonna need doing. I think in October is when our carrot field is ready. It's not going to be a very big harvest. It's not going to make us a lot of money. But remember, the harvester is already paid for, so it's not costing us anything. Carrots were cheap to put in the ground. Yeah, it just makes life a lot easier at the moment with the way things are. The farm is ticking over nicely. We've got plenty of fertilizer in here. We've got plenty of seed in here. I can't believe we've only used 6% seed, but it's a very, in the variable seed area, it's very good on seed usage. Fertilizer though, Jesus Christ. That's another reason why I want to get a tanker. Like when we mulch this field, if we'd have put some slurry down, which is completely free, we could have just used maybe half the amount of fertilizer. It would reduce our cost. But it saying that, you know, to reduce the cost, we've got to spend money. And at the moment, a tanker is more expensive than one bag of fertilizer. Now, I know we've got the argument of, oh yeah, but you know, one bag of fertilizer every single time, it soon adds up. And honestly, it really, really does. But when we don't even have the sensors on our tractor, they've got to come before the before a slurry tanker, unless one comes up in the discount shop, which I am hoping for a decent one coming up in the shop. We've not been very lucky with the discount shop on this series. Now we've done some series in the past and it's like, yes, brilliant item come up in the shop, brilliant this, brilliant that. This one is just so, yeah, you know what I mean, it's just been so blah. It's, yeah, we haven't really had anything. I know what's going to happen now though. This DEUTZ FAHR is going to come up in the shop like 20 grand cheaper, and it's going to be have like 5 or 6 hours on it where it's like brilliantly priced. And there we go. That is that done. That field is still not finished yet. That's crazy. There we go. One field done. I don't understand why we still get the little red dots on the field. I've gone over it with this sensor. That field is looking lovely. But one thing we do need to do, guys, the pH. Oh, the pH isn't too bad. Yeah, we can maybe get away with not liming this year. That's handy because lime's expensive. Lime on that field is expensive. Right, let's go and have a little look down at our dairy as well. We definitely need to go and look down at the dairy. Oh, that is on the headlands. That's brilliant. There's the roller for the next episode. That's down here. Yeah, just want to have a little look, make sure no one's desperate for anything. I don't want to bring the Massey Ferguson back up just yet. That's the problem. We haven't had anything extra spawn. That's not a good thing. Let's have a look. Productions. So that's going there. So we've nearly got a buffalo mozzarella. We've nearly got a buffalo milk. Oh, our milk. Oh, hang on. Yeah, deactivate. Yeah, so that's working there. We've nearly got a butter. So we've nearly got a buffalo milk. We've nearly got a mozzarella. We've nearly got a butter spawning, and we're halfway through a cheese. No, we haven't. Sorry. Yeah, and we've nearly got a milk. So we've got nearly 3 pallets due any time now. Or, you know, in the next episode. We've got more, baby. Wow. Right, guys, we have got no water. We have got no water. Right, where is the DEUTZ FAHR? We're going to have to use the DEUTZ FAHR. We're going to have to go and quickly get some water. There is 400 litres of water in the sheep pen. That is it. Yeah, we've got 5% left for the worker. We'll let him just finish till the end because we desperately need to go and get water. So what we're thinking here is we're going to go down here. We've got to just go where those trees are. So if we go down here, in between the field we want to buy and our grass field. That'd be nice. Go down there. Lovely. What I'm hoping as well is once we get our carrot field done, guys, I'd like to try and maybe get a big contract for the root crops. They can go into November as a job, and I'd like to spend a bit of time doing that. Now all I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to fill up these tankers. I just hope oh yeah, I can. I was going to say I hope I can get these reversed into here, but I don't actually need to reverse them into there. If I just do this, we're going to get this one filled with water. We're going to reverse that up there like that. We're going to put that onto the next tanker, and there we go. So now we can move 6,000 litres of water at the same time. And that is pretty much all I'm going to do, is I'm going to put this into there. I'm going to bring the Ford back. I'm going to cash that contract in, which should take us over £20,000. But hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed this episode. This is where I'm going to leave it because, you know, time-wise. But yeah, we'll be rolling in the next one. Maybe sending the Ford out to another contract and then looking at what else we've got to do on our farm. As I say, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next episode.